Hi, today we are going to learn about parts of a flower. A flower is the most beautiful and important parts of a plant. Different plants have different types of flowers. Some common flowers are hibiscus, rose, jasmine, sunflower, marigold, and lily. Flowers develop from floral buds. A flower is the reproductive part of a plant. It is attached to the stem by a stalk called a pedicel. The tip of the pedicel is swollen. It is called the thalamus. From here, the other parts of the flower arise. Flowers that do not have a pedicel are called sessile flowers. Parts of a flower. Each part of a flower is arranged in a roll. There are 4 rolls in a flower. Calyx. Calyx is the outermost roll of a flower. It is made up of sepals. Sepals are small green leaf-like parts. There are 4 to 5 or more sepals in a flower. They protect the inner part of the flower during the bud stage. Example: corolla. Corolla is the second inner roll of a flower. It is made up of petals. Petals are the white or colored attractive parts of the flower. When the flower opens, the bright colored petals attract insects or birds for pollination. The petals of some flowers have a natural fragrance. This is the example of corolla. Androecium. It lies inner to the petals. It is made up of stamens. There are generally 4 to 5 stamens in a flower. Stamens are the male reproductive parts of a flower. Each stamen has filament and an anther. A filament is a thin thread-like structure. It bears the anther on its tip. The anther contains pollen sacs. The pollen sacs are filled with pollen grains. Pollen grains look like yellow powdered substance. They contain the male gametes, male reproductive cells. Androecium is the third roll of a flower. Pollen grains have a tough protective covering that prevents them from drying up. The pistil is the female reproductive part of a flower. It consists of the ovary, style, and the stigma. The top part of the pistil is called the stigma. It is sticky, rough, and hairy. It receives pollen grains during pollination. The middle part of the pistil is called the style. It connects the stigma to the ovary. It also transfers the male gamete to the ovary. The swollen part of the base of the pistil is called the ovary. It contains thin structures called ovules. These ovules contain the female gametes, female reproductive cells. The white parts present are called ovules.